So today we're working on a men's cut. It's going to move from a longer, kind of grown out haircut into a shorter shape. So the first thing we're doing is showing the sectioning, really a kind of a large horseshoe section that goes around the parietal ridge. And then I've just separated the back in the crown area, kind of isolated that hair just to have more control over that growth pattern back there. So starting with a vertical kind of diagonal back section through the front, I'm just bringing the hair straight out from the head and then utilizing my finger angle to build graduation. So cutting longer at the top to shorter through the bottom. And then subsequent sections are just cut the same way. So over directing each section slightly forward, using the previous section as a guide and just cutting a graduated line. So it's following the head shape horizontally, but vertically it is working from shorter at the bottom to longer at the top. Into the corner of the head here, so pulling everything kind of to the side. When I'm working a shorter shape like this on a guy, especially when transitioning from a longer haircut, I like to kind of keep the weight in that corner. I think it just makes the haircut look a little bit more refined. So pulling everything over to that corner, not just to the previous section. Kind of fast forward here, jump into this last one. So over directing the hair slightly forward to the previous. Same thing, cutting graduated line from longer at the top to shorter at the bottom. And then we just repeat the process on the opposite side. The only difference here is that the finger position changes. So on the opposite side, I was working with my fingers pointed up. Here they're pointed down. The reason we do this is just for good body mechanics. It just makes it easier for us to navigate through the haircut. So just keeping my grooming really clean. Just taking the same size section each time. Slight over direction forward. You can see with my finger angle here that it is getting shorter as it moves closer into the nape or behind the ear. So just jump ahead a little bit. Just repeat the process. Keep everything groomed out of the way, nice and clean. In that corner again, so over directing everything kind of out to the side to maintain that weight behind the ear. So bringing everything forward and then cutting the graduated shape. Now, as I work through, as I come across the back, then if I was consistent in my section size and my technique, then it should meet up on both sides. So starting in the crown area here, dropping and releasing that weight. Then just going to take a vertical section. Going to work above my fingers this time, using the top of the graduation as a guide, and then just cutting a line that follows the shape of the head. Subsequent sections taken the same way, vertically, and I'm just using the previous section as a guide here. So not really pulling the hair back too far, just utilizing what was there. And we just repeat that process through the whole back. As we work into the front, kind of comb everything forward just so I can see how the natural hair is going to fall. And then I'm taking a section that's centered, working from the back to the front, and then I'm going to utilize the length that I just cut in the back as my guide for the front. And I'm just creating a line that gets slightly longer towards the face. Just kind of jumped ahead there. Just do the same thing throughout it. So just applying some product, really to assist with the blow dry, and then coming in with like a Denman style brush and flat wrapping it, elevating, lifting a little bit just to kind of give it some style. There you go. Hope you like it.